Carlos Ruiz here at the Teamster Gym in South Monte, California, catching up with longtime trainer and cutman Ben Lira. Ben, one of your fighters is fighting on December 13th against Herbert Acevedo. Give us your take on Luis's next opponent and fight.
Well, we're a week away. We've done everything that we had to do to prepare for this, as we do for every fight that he's had. He trains hard. He's very dedicated, and he's looking at his future to be bright and successful. And that's really an important key to an individual, where he wants to be and how hard he wants to work and go there. So, we've done everything that, we're supposed to do, supposedly. And I'm excited about it, because I'm excited to see his progress.
You've been doing this for a long time, Ben, so you know what it takes to become for a fighter to become a world champion, all the hard work they put in. How do you stay so close to your fighters throughout these years?
I think that it's there's a certain chemistry. A person asked me a question one time, and he says, "What do you think of a fighter that changes trainers 3 or 4 times?" I responded to him by saying, "So what do you think when a man or a girl, a woman, gets married 3 or 4 times?
Right.
Don't you think that there's things
something
that they just don't gel with, they don't work together with, that, and whether who's right and who's wrong? Obviously, one thinks they're right and the other one thinks they're wrong."
Right.
So the importance of training with an individual is the chemistry and the work ethics that takes play, and the confidence that they have to have with each other.
Yeah.
So I think that's like the most important to me. It's just the most important, because then there's the old saying, it's teamwork.
Right. You've been Luis's trainer, Ben, since he turned pro, so it's 13 fights now. From the time he became a pro fighter up to his last fight against Renato Gomez, you're talking about progress. How much has he grown as a fighter, as a professional fighter now?
Overwhelmingly. Mm-hmm. He's learned to adjust. He's a good student. He's a smart individual. He's the kid that has good senses of what needs to be done, but yet workable. Just because you think you know this and that, you still have to be able to
He's a good listener. He accepts his mistakes.
Changes.
Okay.
And he does that, and hopefully, and the way we're going, that between us, having that confidence with each other, that we'll go a long ways.
Luis holds a degree in criminology and law studies. Once his boxing professional career is over with, do you see Luis staying in the boxing game? As a boxing manager, as a trainer, what do you think Luis would do once his career is over?
That's a hard one.
It is?
Because he is an intelligent. Because he went and, he made a decision of what he wanted to be further on in his life. Mm-hmm. So this was just a challenge, something that he loved as a sport. And the other one is going to be his career. And I think that when that time comes, I think he'll make the right choice. I couldn't say that it would be boxing, but then that could happen.
Herbert Acevedo, a young man from Garden City, Kansas, with a record of 16-2 with 6 KOs. He had a strong amateur background. All of his 2 of his brothers are in the fighting game as well. How much do you know about this young man, Herbert Acevedo, Ben?
Well, I really don't know. I can't say that I've studied him from the time he started or seen his progress. I can only go by what I see now, mm-hmm. and how he, does what he does in as far as being a counterpuncher, being a strategist, or just being a kid that just wants to fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what we have to do with this is, like in all the beginning stages, we take it, we work on our fundamentals, we prepare properly, and then we make adjustments as we go. And I think with the confidence that he has in me and I have in him, those adjustments will be made.
Okay. The same question just to finish this interview, Ben. A year from now, Luis was telling me he sees bigger and better things, knocking on a world title opportunity, God willing, everything goes well. Do you see Luis getting that title shot opportunity in 2020, the early beginnings of 2021?
I really do.
Okay.
I really do. I think his progress, his learning of the game, and his preparation is going to take him there with the fact that he's talented. And the other one is that he's intelligent. That he knows how to adjust. He knows what can work for him and what can't. So the only thing that's going to happen is time, and whether that time is for next year or the following, we'll know that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll know that, and it's a two-way decision. He's got to be willing. He's got to know that that's where he belongs, and I got to be sure that he does belong there.
Proudest moment between you and Luis in 13 fights, Ben?
His last fight.
Okay, why?
Because he had a better challenge, a tougher challenge. His mental frame of mind of what he wanted to do, and that he was going to do it no matter what. It showed me the character and the strong character in him, and the fact that it ended up being everything that was kind of brought into how tough the fight was going to be.
It was easy for him.
It was kind of easy, yeah.
Okay, there you go. That's a perfect way to end this interview. Thank you very much. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, trainer, cutman Ben Lira, waiting for next week. It's fight night on December 13th, Luis Feliciano versus Herbert Acevedo. Thank you very much, Ben, and we'll be watching the fight.
Thank you, Oliver.